Photography is a window through which we view the world, and few give us such a striking outlook as Lauren Greenfield. She is an acclaimed documentary photographer and filmmaker who has directed 4 award-winning documentary films focusing on youth culture, gender, and consumerism. Her pictures address social and economic issues facing today's society while capturing the tragic and sometimes sad beauty of the culture we live in. This photograph is part of Greenfield's editorial called Dubai. This is a series of pictures taken in Dubai, India after economic collapse caused by unchecked spending. This photograph shown here is an interpretive picture because the photographer does not show an absolute truth. We can see the unfinished remains of the building on one side of the wall and the wild greenery on the other with an eagle flying overhead. However, the meaning of the photograph is left up to the viewer. The composition of this picture gives it contrast. The side light makes the broken down side of the wall seem dark, and the background of the unfinished buildings give the photo a mysterious atmosphere. This photo was also taken in Dubai, in the Burj Al Arab Hotel atrium. The repeating shapes and colors make a geometric sequence. Combined with the above perspective, it gives the photo an abstract feel. This photo is aesthetically pleasing because it uses composition to make an eye-catching photograph, but could also be considered ethically evaluative because it shows the over-the-top luxury that existed in Dubai before the economic collapse. This photograph was taken in the village of Nalanchak in Zia Canton. Here, Greenfield captured an early morning in the village. It is an aesthetically evaluative photograph. Composition techniques such as monochromatic blue color scheme were used, only broken by the fruit in the foreground of the picture. This gives the photo a cool and calm mood, recreating how one might feel if they were actually there. This picture shows the raw beauty of nature and connects it to the people of the village. This photo is also from the village. It shows the local people preparing a meal together, mostly made of corn. This image is aesthetically evaluative because of the composition. The dark-skinned hands of the people contrast with the brightness of the corn, while the blurred appearance of the water shows movement. This picture could also be interpretive because the photographer leaves the viewer with a sense of community and rural life, but does not give an absolute truth or evaluation. Much of Greenfield's work centers around the culture of Western youth. In her work, Kids Plus Money, she focuses on materialism and the consumer culture of modern youth. In another of her works, Girl Culture, she focuses on beauty standards in modern society. Below is a picture of a young woman shopping in an expensive New York boutique. Here, her mouth is wide open and a demanding expression is on her face. She is dressed nicely with expensive shoes dangling from her hand. This photograph is ethically evaluative because it makes a statement about consumerism in Western culture, especially among young women. This photograph is another from Greenfield's collection entitled Girl Culture. It portrays a 13-year-old girl applying makeup. This photograph is ethically evaluative because it shows a controversial topic and makes a statement on Western culture. Young girls are beginning to, according to Greenfield, practice grooming habits previously reserved for women, as shown in this photograph. This is another photograph from Greenfield's Girl Culture collection. A young woman stands on a New York City street surrounded by the dirt and grime of the city. This photo is aesthetically evaluative because of the way the side light makes the woman glow and the dark background contrasting her golden haze. However, it is also ethically evaluative because it highlights how women often feel they must live up to the standards of modern beauty. In addition, it portrays how beautiful women stand out in society and sometimes use the power this gives them to their advantage. This photograph is from Greenfield's award-winning documentary entitled Thin, which features girls who have eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia. This photograph is ethically evaluative because it shows the detrimental effects of anorexia and the effects of modern beauty standards on girls' body images. The tall tree to the right of the girl emphasizes her slender body and highlights just how thin she is. The bareness and rigidness of its lines mimic the lines of her body. In addition, the negative space above her head, the diffuse lighting, and the vertical position of the photograph enhance the photographer's point that the girl is unnaturally skinny and unhealthy. Lauren Greenfield's work has appeared in many magazines, including National Geographic, New York Times, Time, GQ, and American Photo, as well as in many museums around the world. She has photographed celebrities like Tyra Banks and Selena Gomez, as well as blue-collar wives and working prostitutes. Her pictures almost always relay a social commentary on beauty standards, consumerism, and youth culture. Greenfield's photos provide a window into real lives of real people. and break down the walls of perceived reality so that her viewers can see the actual reality of the world.